Hey everybody, Jeff Grace, OurHouseUSA.net. First of all, I want to share, I appreciate all of you and I appreciate all of you following us, and I hope we can share more and more as time goes on and I learn, and he gives the strength. Anyway, I just want to share I had a super great trip down to Texas border and then on to Arizona for the Trump rally, which was a perfect end to the trip. But wow, it was quite the deal. We saw quite a bit of stuff in a little bit of time, very little sleep, but it was absolutely amazing. I'm looking forward to the next time going wherever and however this guy leads. Jake from Behind Enemy Lines is an outstanding brother that I am proud to call my friend. So thanks to you, Jake, and I look forward to doing more stuff in the future with you when it works for both you and me, because God's got this. You know, I'll share our House USA platform is we are 100% back the blue. And I'm not punking on anybody. I'm not telling anyone what to do, but I want to share with all of you that we are 100% back the blue. Are there bad cops? Yeah, they're bad cops. Are there bad truck drivers? Yeah, they're bad truck drivers. Are there bad guys who work in factories? Yeah, they're bad guys. Are there bad cartel? Yep, all of them. Bad BLM? Bad all of them. Bad Antifa? Bad all of them. So yeah, there's a lot of bad, but there's way more good. Way more good cops. Way more good blue. Way more good everybody than bad. And that's why we're standing up for America, for our house, for our freedom, for our flag, and for Donald Trump. But anyway, just know our house, USA, 100% in agreement with Back the Blue. Bad cop, not a good cop. Good cop, great cop. So thank you, law enforcement, and I support you 100%. And that's where we're at with that. It's kind of interesting as we went down to Texas. I feel I had some alliance down there, and I had a couple people that might support and share and tell me where to go to find out the dirty stuff and what's going on, what's truly going on. That's not being shared with all of you. And, I drove 2,500 miles down to the Texas border, and I was a little bit disappointed with a brother Stop Hate. David, you interviewed me and that hasn't aired, and you say it's gonna air, but it hasn't. I drove 2,500 miles. I thought you might be able to drive 5 hours to hug a brother like no other, is what we say, in the same boat. And I'm not calling you out. I'm just saying, where's accountability? Accountability for everybody. We're all doing our things, and you've got your Stop Hate. I've got my Our House. Jake's got our Behind Enemy Lines. There's Oreo Express. We go on and on and on. And I've asked many times, why don't we draw together to make this grow and go? Not for profit, but for our country, for all the Americans out there. So I am shouting out, hey, let's do it. Let's get together. I've many times said, why don't we stand together? Why don't we do this? Divided we fall. United we stand. And so I was a bit disheartened, to be quite honest. Then I did an interview down there by Breitbart News. Randy Clark, great guy, absolutely great guy. Stood in the sweltering shade for an hour talking with him and sharing. And he had met me down at the border where we were embracing at an unbelievable rate. And they're disappearing at an unbelievable rate all over this country. No documentation. And with a new, yeah, it's not okay, people. And it's not okay, and I know it's not okay. So that's why we're going to stand and stop this. And that's why I'm going to share everything I can find that's not okay until they stop me. And God willing, that's not going to happen, because I put his armor on every day, and he guides the deal. He's the boat driver. So, but anyway, Randy, after our interview, you told me you were going to probably share it in a day or two, and you'd let me know when that happened and where I could find it, the interview that you said you liked. And then you let me know that the people that own the station are concerned about putting me in any more harm's way on the Capitol issue, my federal issue. First of all, it's not your concern. I love your support, but it's not your issue. It's my issue. And if I'm not scared of it, why are you scared of it? I'm not scared because I did nothing wrong. And I'll prove that in court. And like I say, that's my main attorney and the truth in my heart. So we'll see how this goes and what they do and where they go and what they do. So I talked to him the next day and I told him, well, hey, he said there's some kind of concern with the people who own the station. They didn't want to put any. I said, well, don't be weak. Don't be woke. Stand up. I want to share and I want to be open and I want to embrace the new passion I've been blessed with called America. United we stand. One nation for all. So I'm calling punk on that. No, don't worry about DC. Worry about America. You gave me some leads on farmers and some organizations that were down there in the Texas area that I could reach out to, which I did. Reached out, got a response, not from one of them, and I'm going, ranchers, farmers, you're complaining. Why don't you let me come stand on the wall of your fence and protect your property for a day or two? I'm retired now, so I can do that, and I'd love to do that. So reach out to me, let me know when and where, and I'll be there. And I'll be there with either a microphone, I'll be there with my hat, or I'll be there with a weapon. Because it is our Second Amendment. And it's important. And they're trying to take it away at a rate that is sickening. And you know what? We're not going to give up our weapons. We're not going to give up our Constitution. We're not going to give up our freedom. And we're not going to give up our country. And we're not going to give up that flag. So look out, people. We are standing. So it was a little bit disheartening, I got to say, but very embracing. Loved it. Then on to El Paso, and that was quite an interesting deal with the Department of Homeland Security, Immigration, and Border Patrol. And you see in my YouTube, we've shared that the deceit that is being put over our head to make us sheep is scary. GPS, look out, because I'm coming for you. And I'm going to find out exactly what you're doing and who you're doing it with and for. So this old guy's going to keep on going. GPS organization, read it, people. Look it up online and find out what they do and who they do for and the contract they have with the government, because the information's out there. Just read it. So check them out, because it's a pretty scary deal. And the things they did to stop a fellow American and myself from taking pictures, talking to, something's kind of bad deal there. To the point of following us around for 2 days, being stupid to sit in a gas station. Both they're armed individuals sitting in one of their vans that actually is contracted to move detainees, immigrants? I don't know, because no one would share. But they sit at a gas station with us because they know we're watching them for 2 hours. Don't get out of their vehicle. Don't move. And when they do go leave finally after 2 hours, because they have to do something, we follow them out. And the driver of the vehicle sticks his hand out the window and goes like this to me. And I'm going, what does that mean? Is that an American sign, or is that a okay sign, or is that a thumbs up sign, or what is that? So GPS, remember this old guy's face, because you're going to see me again. And I will be down there in El Paso again, so I can share with you all the truth of what's going on. And unless something else happens to me before then. And so we did that for a couple days, and then we shot off to Phoenix. And wow, what a rejuvenating special time that was. To see all the loyal, God-loving American patriots down there. That, you know, patriots is a racist word. No, it's not a racist word. Just like, as I say racist, I'm thinking people who don't support the blue, who say they don't support us. Well, that sounds like a racist term because, yep, there are bad cops. Yep, there are bad truck drivers. Yep, there are bad plumbers. So to put them all in that group, lump them all and say, I don't back the blue, that's bullshit because they back you. So stand up for our law enforcement, stand up for our freedom, stand up for our flag, stand up for our country like Donald Trump is doing. And that was absolutely amazing. We were blessed to be able to get inside, and it was kind of interesting. I got to say, Jake did not receive his press credential to go into the media area, which was really kind of awkward. It's like, what's he doing wrong, or is it because he shares so much of the truth, or what? It's just keep rolling, brother, because you're doing a great job, and I'm proud to have made that trip with you. A big blessing. So Arizona and behind enemy lines is no better. It just is amazing. He's a good guy who, like I say, be grilling burgers at my house for him someday and his family. I want to call out for March for Clark County hero, Detective Jeremy Brown, who, as you all know, got shot by a piece of garbage. Shot him while he was in his patrol car, and had warrants out for him and stuff. And it's not okay. That's absolutely sick, and we need to stop that. Sunday, August 1st, 6:30 p.m., 707 West 13th Street. Detective Jeremy Brown. March for him, and there will be prayer, and you can find it online. So please support that. Now on to the 2021 police reform legislation, that statement from Sheriff Chuck Atkins. So once again, we coming up to the blue thing and police and law enforcement. And I'll tell you what, people, look what's going on. If you think you don't want law enforcement, you are crazy. You got rocks in your head, or you're so loser left that you won't put your pride on the shelf for the betterment of yourself. I have a hard time understanding how anyone couldn't want them to be able to be effective, to use whatever force they deem necessary to effectively take care of a situation. I support them 100%, like I say. And if civilians take over and start doing that, I don't think it'll be quite as soft as law enforcement's done, because I know what's going to happen to someone that comes into my home, and I can't call the police because they can't respond because of the legislation or the laws that have been put in place. Heaven help that boy that comes to my house. So anyway, what a bunch of crap. Washington State, get your act together. And Inslee, you should be impeached. Just like Joe Biden, you should be impeached for all the illegal stuff you have done and continue to do. Whether it's collusion with China or other countries with your son to capitalize on making money on art. Really? Come on. And people, that's not okay. It's not affecting your pocket right now, but it will. Or actually, it probably is. Look at the gas prices. There's a place in Boston. We're gonna investigate a little bit more, but there's hordes and hordes of lumber that's being stored that we could use in this country. But why isn't it being given to us? Look at all the shipping lines that are sitting out on the coastal waters that aren't able to come into our port because we won't let them to unload the things that our country uses. Wow. So is what's going on with our economy right now? Is it a plan? Is it what? What is it? Because it's not good. And it sure the heck didn't happen when President Donald Trump was up there. So the Arizona thing was absolutely amazing. And Arizona, I think I could move there, to be quite honest with you. I was blessed to sit behind a man that had several degrees and was very knowledgeable on the election fraud and stuff. And everyone thinks that's over. He shared with me the laws Arizona has. It's not over by a long shot. So hang tight, people. I do believe, and as President Donald Trump said, he said, 2022, not so good. 2024, not so good. Now, as I put on my flag, Trump, now. So stand up, America, because the truth is coming out. We are getting stronger. We are gaining speed, and it's not too late. And there is things that every one of us can do in their own way. I appreciate your support. I'm going to continue to go forward and wherever led. And if there's anything that you think is a deal going on in this country, please share it with us, because I'll go grab it. I'll grab a story. I'll try and share the truth, and I'll be as effective and honest and as I can. God bless you. God bless America. And you know what? It is our house. We ain't going nowhere. Adios.